I love it when it's quiet. So it's beautiful, peaceful, quiet, just sunset hour right around. And it's as if some sections of the city were extra quiet today, others were horrific. So I'm enjoying every ounce of the golden hour, if you will. I ran down here to Sprouts because I noticed when I came through here the other day for avocados and whatever else rice paper, I wanted to try it, like a special egg roll thing. Turns out I won't get rice paper again. It's too sticky and everything. But anyway, point being, I noticed a new flavor of Zevia called Strawberry Lemonade Burst or something like that. And Zevia's strawberry is very good. I used to get either blackberry or grape as my favorites, maybe ginger if that was the only thing available. But strawberry lemonade burst on Zevia. So, price-wise I'm not thrilled, but 8 or 6 cans for like $8. I think that's a lot, but in the scheme of things, we'll go with it. I'll try it. I was hoping to get a 12-pack. They only had a 6-pack. It's also one of these things where Sprouts might be the only store that will carry this flavor. It gets weird in Philadelphia. The supermarkets, there'll be like 2 stores only that carry exactly what you want. And you have to go to those stores in order to get it. So I guess you could put a request in at other stores like, oh, could you carry the strawberry lemonade? Should we go straight? But in Philly, it kind of can seem like, because so many people walk for groceries, they might drive, but the whole point is to get people to go here, there, and everywhere. So it's like, well, I gotta go to Target for this, I gotta go. And then if you're really price conscious, then it's like, you're going all over Creation to get the best price. That can be maddening, especially if you're on foot. And I guess even in a car, then you're driving all over Creation, parking in all these different garages. The upside of going to Sprouts, where Lincoln Square is, where I just came from, is that there are 3 options in case you can't find what you're looking for, like at first. So door number 1, Sprouts. Door number 2, Target. Door number 3, Giant. Giant just came in as a very citified supermarket. They closed the one on Market and like 8th Street. It was right around 8th, I think. 8th or 9th. It was part of the fashion district, also SEPTA concourse. But they closed that one. I actually liked that one because it felt like a city. It felt like New York-ish. But they closed that one and opened the one down here on Washington Avenue. I'm up here on Carpenter Street, which is just a half a block. Is it considered a whole block? I guess it's a block north of Washington Avenue. It's really Washington Avenue and Carpenter Street. Sorry if I said Washington Street. I think I said Washington Avenue, but I want to double check. So anyway, it's one of the few squares where you can do that. Like, well, they didn't have what I wanted at. That's how far we are away from Center City. You can see the buildings in the distance. And Washington Avenue is just a block that way. Carpenter is one of these streets that I see as smaller, but technically it is a block away from Washington Avenue. So, but there are similar items at each store. Even if you are a non-GMO organic foodie, they still carry some things at Target and Giant that are non-GMO organic. And produce can be one of those things where you want to find the cheapest option. So I get a lot of produce, kind of. I don't always get organic just because of the price, but if I go to a store that's technically organic, like Sprouts or Whole Foods, then I consider all produce organic at that point. It comes down to, oh my god, I can't pay that much, I gotta go with the cheaper option, but at least it's Whole Foods, so it's supposed to be from locally sourced or, a highly revered farm, if you will, producer of fruits and vegetables without, too many pesticides and all that stuff, the whole thing. So I'm so tired of being perfect. I was so perfect for so many years. in terms of what you're supposed to do, that I'm just exhausted, and I figure someone needs to pay me for being that perfect. But anyway, going this way. So it's a little peaceful, but I do feel a different vibe here, even though I want to love this. So this is a little outdoor dining, but it's, even though it seems ideal because it's the lights, the sunset, there is a vibe already, and it's not exactly perfectly peaceful. I don't know what the difference is, but I already know that in my mind I want to do that, but something's not right about that corner there. I already know. So the one thing about being woke or on a path of perfection, in terms of if you want to call it that, is that you can pick up on vibes. It's almost like being ultra sensitive. The downside is, you could go past a situation that actually makes you feel nauseous. That's the downside. But for some reason there weren't good vibes at that restaurant, outdoor dining, even though in my mind that's the dream scenario. Oh, go out on a peaceful night. It's somewhat quiet in general, lights and everything, but kind of curious why that is. They're part of an orchestrated communal community there, because it's an apartment complex with a restaurant at the bottom, and it seems a little too perfect orchestrated. It's hard to explain. That's sad, but I will say that Sprouts actually felt good tonight. So Bouvier and Sprouts is okay in general, but it can get really crowded, and there are people who actually play like stalking games because they want people to feel uncomfortable in the city. It's just like a thing that everyone's going through. Like, I feel like there are different phases and stages of movements and this, that, and the other. This happens in society, I guess, all the time. But anyway, in general, it's quiet and peaceful. In general, the vibe is good at this hour right now. Earlier, my throat was strained a little bit when I ran over to do a couple dog walks for someone who's on the schedule for a few days while they're away. And it's like, oh no, who turned the switch? It's Mother's Day weekend. I also, in my family, not only Mother's Day for a sister of mine, but 2 birthdays. So my sister's, her birthday is near Mother's Day, and then one of her sons. So it's a busy weekend-ish, kind of. So this is interesting to be brought in the realm of very quickly recognizing what kind of vibes you get around. Like, people get these in general, like, I didn't like the vibe there. I don't like, you work at a workplace